So there's one number that I want you to remember for the rest of the summer, and that number is 150. So why is that number so important? Why do I want you to remember that number? Well, because 150 is the magic number that we want to remember when it comes to fungus. When the air temperature and the humidity combined reach 150, that is when I want you to start thinking fungicide. Full disclosure here, I purposefully have not applied any fungicide to my lawn. Now, I normally would have done this about 30 days ago, but I did this on purpose because I want to show you guys something. I want to show you what brown patch looks like and what to do about it if you get it in your lawn. Let's get into the video. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my lawn. Hope you're doing well. Look at the lawn, looking great. And just finished up mowing and the lawn looks great, but I want to show you something. See if you guys can see it. The camera's picking it up. See these spots? That's what we're going to talk about today. So I mentioned 150, right? So those are the number that I want you to remember all summer long, and that is when the air temperature and the humidity combined reach 150, that's when you want to start thinking about putting down your fungicide. Now, again, I purposefully did not put down fungicide because I want to show you what I'm dealing with. And this is called brown patch. So I've got some spots here, here, and here. But what do you see? Well, we've got shade. So this area right through here stays wet. And we have been getting a bunch of rain. We've had temperatures in the mid 80s and humidity has been high. And because we've got shade, this area right in here stays wet. So it is very common to get brown patch right in this area. And as I told you, I purposefully did not put down any fungicide because I want to show you what brown patch looks like. So the first thing you'll notice, and I know there's kind of a shadow, but you see this ring right here? This is a telltale sign. And when we come over to the grass, it feels yuck. It just looks yuck. And if I pull up a leaf here and show you what a leaf tissue looks like, you can see that. See how that's got a brown and it's got some spots in it? So that is brown patch. Let's look at this lesion right here. Look at that. That's a perfect example of what brown patch looks like. So we've got a spot here. We've got spots here. Here's another really good example right here. Look at this. This is a perfect example of brown patch. Look at that. Yuck. So the question is, what do we do about it? Well, let's go over to the table and I'm going to show you what we're going to put down and how much we're going to put down to get rid of this brown patch. All right, so as you guys know, I am normally an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And the reason for that is because when you are preventatively targeting fungus, you can go at the lower rates, the lower intervals. But because I have an active fungus in my lawn, I can't do that anymore. Those lower rates, there's not enough oomph, there's not enough power behind them, there's not enough juice behind them to cure the disease. So we have to go at the high rate. So we have two products on the table. The first one we're going to put in is propiconazole, and we're going to put that at 2 ounces per 1,000. That is the high rate. And then we have azoxystrobin. This one goes out at 0.77 ounces per 1,000. Now, you know, normally I would apply these preventatively, but again, because we have an active fungus, we have to go out at the high rate. Now, there is one secret ingredient that we are going to add to these to help kind of kickstart them or get them going and get them inside the plant and working so much faster. And that secret ingredient is O2IS. This is just a natural adjuvant, and what this does is it helps the fungicides better coat the plant, allows them to better be absorbed into the plant, and it actually increases the efficacy of the fungicide. So normally you would these will last up to 30 days. So I'll apply this every 28 to 30 days when I add the natural adjuvant. Now, you do have to drop the pH on this to a 5 or just slightly below. So we're going to add some citric acid to this. We'll drop the pH to 5 or slightly below, and then we can add our O2IS to that. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to fill this up with 4 gallons of water. This 4 gallons is going to cover 5,000 square feet because this is a foliar application. We're then going to add our fungicides. We're going to add azoxystrobin and propiconazole. We're then going to drop the pH to 5 or slightly below. Then we will add our O2IS. We'll broadcast spray this over my 5,000 square feet, and then we should be good to go for the next 28 days without any fungus. So as I mentioned, now that we are in the season and the temperatures are right, we've got all the components that we need for a fungus, I'm gonna start getting on my preventative maintenance program where I'll apply both of these every 28 days, really until September or until conditions are no longer favorable. So hope this video helps you out. If it does, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY Lawn Coach. I can't wait to see you on the lawn. Peace.